So what is going on, everybody? This is your boy Yakutis. This is your review for I was about to say Real House. This is your review for Basketball Wives. This is season 9, episode 7. This is the finale, and hopefully, this is just the end of the damn show. Hopefully. And I need for y'all to excuse me. I don't know what is going on with this. I'm pretty sure my voice is acting up because we have now hit springtime. I do have a lot of springtime allergies, so please just forgive me. If I feel I'm going to have a coughing fit, I'll just mute myself so y'all don't have to hear it, so it doesn't mess up what we're trying to do here. Okay, so before I get into this video, I do have me a drink. Yes, it's 11:30 in the morning over here. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do on my channel. Okay. And also, the reason y'all didn't get the review last night, it's several reasons. The main reason is my mother went shopping with her sister, and she has a knack for not do. I asked her, when you're on your way back, can you please let me know? So if I'm in the middle of doing a video, I can hurry up and finish it. Or if I'm about to do a video, I won't do it because I know you're on your way home. She doesn't do that. Like last night, she literally gave me a 7-minute. Oh, I'll be home in 7 minutes, and then she was here in 3. So hey, how you doing? What's popping? So that was the main reason. Main reason. And then there's other stuff. So I was on the live with Really B, but we kept chatting after the live was over. I thought the stuff was going to air 8 o'clock my time. It actually aired 7 o'clock, so that messed me up. And then you had everybody else doing their reviews, and I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'll just wait till the morning, especially give myself some time to kind of woo-saw through, because it really enraged me last night, and I wasn't trying to come on here and be in a rage. I know y'all would have enjoyed it. I didn't want to do that. All right, so I guess, yeah, that's pretty much enough. So I don't really do timestamps on my channel, but just so we, hey, I'm glad you did, because look, I wasn't gonna do the live, but I just want to get this out my system. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get the review done. Timestamp written down. I am good, ready for you to. I don't know what I'm going to give. I really don't. We shall see. Because even when I started taking notes, I had it playing while I was eating. So maybe like the first 10 to 15 minutes, like I really don't have detailed notes. But that's okay. So we started off the Mean Girls and left. Goodbye. Sayonara. See you later. What's up? Hello. Hi. And we clearly see that OG is just over the madness. Now, I know that a lot of people were not willing to listen to the audios that well, hello. Welcome. All right. Good morning to you. And I know a lot of people didn't want to see what or listen to the audio. I didn't listen to all of them. I listened to most of them, mostly due to the fact that because I watch a lot of reality television, I know BS when I see it. I know production happening when I see it. So for me, there was really no reason for me to sit here and listen to it when I already knew what was going on. Like it don't take. Let me not do that because I'm gonna inadvertently shade somebody. I just knew what was going on. Okay. But she's over it. And here's the reality. I can understand being over it when you have exhausted yourself. You're trying your best to sit here and explain things to people who pretty much willfully are trying not to understand you and paint you out to be a certain way. So I get the frustration. I really do. I will be upset and furious and all this other stuff too, especially when you have somebody who you thought was your best friend. And see, and we're gonna get to Jackie at the very end. You know what? I'm gonna just say that because we're gonna get to Jackie in a minute. So the Doublemint twins, Tacky Jackie and Mr. Ed, decide they want to have a pool party. And OG is upstairs, so OG is not joining. Now, this right here goes back to that mean girl ish. That mean person, not even girl, because men do the shit too. Just that mean, bully, spirited type of ish, where so you finna sit here and have a party with the two new hoes a girl, meaning Jen, who you really don't kick it with, but you gonna leave your friend, who is the only person that has contacted you during this quarantine, upstairs? This is what we're doing? Okay. Oh, the fuck, right? What had happened? I think OG had a bad contract like Moniece on Love and Hip Hop. You know what? But see, here's the thing, though, and I'm gonna keep it all the way above, because look, we gonna jump around. I hope y'all appreciate the jumping around. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna put your comment here, and I'm gonna get to it in a second. But OG is a smart one. OG saw the forest for the trees well before, and I'm pretty sure she saw. Okay, I see how they did me last season. I see how that, and even in the midst of going through things, you have some people that they have to take a moment to reflect, to be like, did I just experience a moment? Did this just happen? She knew what it was because she was dealing with it in the moment. She also saw how they edited her last season. So she went in this season like, you know what? I know I got to do this. I'm pretty sure they're going to come at me with the BS. So I'm going to just go ahead and have these recordings on deck, because everything they showed is what happened. But again, we all know that reality television, primarily producers, can and will use whatever you have given them, chop it up, spice it up to present you the way they want you to fit a certain narrative. We know that's what happened. So I knew what she was doing when she did it. Jackie is a straight flip flopper, but expected. Yeah, I did. I just didn't like how she did OG. What's up, Bab? Don't come over here with the foolishness, okay? Because you like to play with me. Don't come over here with the foolishness. Quintessential, what is happening? What is popping? Are you enjoying this little sprinkling of rain that we getting over the next couple of days? Because Mother Nature don't know what the hell she want to do here in Chicago, and we going from 60-degree weather, and then we got rain and stuff. I don't know. Bring the snow back. I'm probably the only one that think that way. But they all having this little pool party, and the thing is, ain't none of these hoes got no motherfucking rhythm. I don't know what the hell they're doing. And then this is what really got me. When we already knew Tacky Jackie for her works, me, let me pull in one of my moves. So Tacky Jackie asked Angelica and Cynthia what tea they have, because you know what we say here will stay here. I would believe that there weren't cameras that let me turn. Oh, Terrence, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I do. Go ahead and put that on Vbreak. What had happened? I have my balcony door open. I guess you're enjoying the weather. You know what? And the good thing is, yeah, let that if you can, let that air in, especially if you don't have like vents and whatnot in your house and you don't have a way to, you know, clean the air. Doing that is a great thing, especially in this time. It's just once the pollen start happening, you got to close them doors. I see Jackie literally sold her friend out for this check, and you know what? I'm gonna laugh my ass off if they don't come back, because you just ruined a friendship for a non-existent check. There would have been no season or storyline. Facts. But this was all, literally, this whole season was nothing more. Let's discredit OG and let's try to paint her a certain way. And I'm pretty sure if they were able to, they probably would use this in court for Evelyn, though I think it will be difficult because Evelyn and OG never interacted with each other. But I can see the foolishness. I don't watch the show. I'm just here for the foolishness. Ain't we all? OG showed interest in her born story and her doctor. Yeah, but literally try to play it. Okay, see, that's okay. Let me get through these comments. So Jackie said, what we say here, stay here. Then Nia, first off, Nia got the most mouth. Noraya, okay, Notori, Nephesis, whatever the fuck her name is. She the one that ain't got much or nothing to say, but all she does is cape for her sister. But okay, let me flip my phone over because I ain't supposed to be reading this yet. And Nia says, okay, OG spoke to me first day and told me beware of these bitter bitches because they have failed relationships and their children are reflections of the failed relationships and some other stuff. Now, it's funny because on camera, that is not what we saw. And I'm pretty sure they were, for the most part, filming around the clock. So they would have had that to show, number one. Number two, OG had already, well, she just recently released the footage, or the audio, I should say, showing that ain't never fucking happened. That ain't. That ain't never forgot what we got on here. I don't understand how some viewers are falling for the bias because they still look at Buddy. Hey Buddy. Oh, okay. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey now. What else? So and the way that it was said, I don't no. Because though I don't believe it, if there was any plausible piece, the only thing I can see OG saying to them is beware of these other ladies. But based off the audio that OG put out there, she clearly just like, look, I don't want what's going on with me to affect what y'all have going on there with them. And if y'all really listen to the audio and pay attention, y'all know these women then already watched the show because they've been trying to get on the show. So if you're trying to get on the show and you've already watched the show, you already know what didn't happen with OG. So you already know what was going on in the background. So y'all literally came on with the motive and objective. And then Nia lies and says that she's best friends with OG, this, that, and third, just to get the fuck on the show. So when OG was saying later in the episode, at the very end, they came in with a motive. They already came in on that BS. Facts. Where are we? You knew it was some mess when you get upset at someone. Yep. If she would have had said that, they definitely wouldn't have shown it. Of course. But there's even more to it, and since we're here just talking about it, and put an S to it to make sure I know I read it. Even when they had that sit down and OG, and they're talking about OG having the tone. Now, in my review, and it might have been based off how they edited it, and maybe they increased her value just for that scene. But to me, it did seem as if OG had a tone. In listening to the audio, she had no tone, none whatsoever. And then when Nia calls, I guess V, her friend, to sit here and try to validate her story, you can clearly hear her trying to coach her into, I just need you to say this right here. This is all I need you to say, because saying any more is going to invalidate what I'm saying. But when OG tries to call her former publicist, I forget the boy name, so charged on my head, not my heart. And as she's trying to get the story out of him, they're loud, over talking her. And then you have Noraya, like blah, 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 like on some straight kitty childish shit. So when you have someone doing that, they knew they came in lying, and they knew the truth was about to get out. And since we here, can we just, I'm gonna just take a break. Because now we need to talk about, we're gonna talk about production. But in this particular, if y'all have seen the audio, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all do. Let me see. So in the audio and all this happening, you have somebody in production, and I feel it's safe for me to assume that he was European American. So one, the way he came in there yelling at all of them when he should have had that, and now he had the energy strictly for Nia and Noraya. But the fact that you come in here yelling at all these African American women, the hell, like did you really just do that? And literally just like all in his feet. And it's just like, I understand your frustration, I really do, but that's not how you talk to women as a man. That's really not how you do. But again, you can see hostile work environments. But he did at least check Nia and Noraya, saying like, if y'all don't shut up, this scene is gonna be over. Y'all keep on playing. I can't put y'all on the plane and send y'all back. But he still was fucked up for how the fuck he yelled at him. But that even goes to show how this all was going. And even in the midst of that, OG said, I'm not trying to break the fourth wall. And production said, no, break the fourth wall, because they wanted all this shit. Wait, what? Oh, what's in my vape? Do I have? Damn it, it's not close. It's not close by. I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. So even though I'm not affiliated with them, but it's Cloud Chasers, and it's their brand. It's the flavor. Okay, hold on. Can I get it? Can I get it? Fruit. Love this shit. It used to be called Fire Blast. Hold on one second. Oh. They used to name all their flavors after Pokemon moves, then they had to change it for obvious reasons, but it's called Fruit, so that's what I'm vaping on right now. Production tried to send them facts. Facts. I knew it was Kristen who talked about Malaysian kids, not Jackie. But not even just that. Like, when you saw the episode, when you saw, I believe it was last season, it was clear. It was obvious. Is it married? No, it's not. No, it's not. I need to get some though to calm my damn nerves and shit. That he gave them. He did, but it was just like it is another way that he could have went about doing that. But again, they were acting bratty and they were acting childish. And I appreciate OG for sharing all this on social media. I know there were some people who did not want to listen to it because it's like, here's what I'm getting on TV. I want to review this, and I understand it. And like I've told many people, people like myself and Scotty, we've watched this show from inception. So we have more of an invested interest in this. And yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it all. Now, when Nia told this lie about what OG said, and you can tell that this is one of those where she was trying to go into her memory brain. So, okay, what was this soliloquy that I didn't prepare? Okay, what did my monologue say? Okay, so I was supposed to say this and this. I got to make sure I add this in right here and this and this. And now Jackie looks stunned. And here's my thing. On some real shit, not to sit here and say that people is and ain't lying, but how are you believing this new chick over someone who is supposed to be your friend? I don't understand it. I can't stand the double mid twins either. Just curious. I'd be seeing. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't lie about it. Oh, hey, Tabby. I said Tabby. I'm so stupid. But I am drinking, though. I am drinking. So, but she's stunned, and I'm really sitting there just like, okay, all right. I see the BS. And I still wasn't cool with Jackie saying, oh, well, what tea do y'all have? Because we can just say it here. It's not going to leave here. Like, what type of madness is that? Like, what are you fuck Jackie. Anyway, so now we get Furby. So, because I didn't mention it because I really don't care. Furby then showed up, and she in the house by herself. She didn't call Evil. And here's what's interesting to me. So Evil was so quick to leave when Shani left, but you have a place that's physically where y'all are at right now to where you could drive to come get her. So what was the purpose of you leaving? Oh, you just needed a dramatic exit. Okay. And then also, if this was an Airbnb that y'all were renting, how you leaving some stale ass watermelon pieces in the refrigerator? Like, how y'all gonna leave this food to sit there and spoil it? Just fucking stupid. So Furby, long story short, just want to know how we gonna fix this thing. And Evil is like, oh, we can have a sit down for clarity because she knows that, you know, the double mid twins are in the other fucking house. So trying to sit here and do a kumbaya. And of course, when it comes to some season finales, what they try to do is either A, try to have it to where it's a big old blowout for us to get to the reunion, or we're gonna sit here and try to patch this shit up because we don't know if we coming back. And that's all this shit is. So Evil invites the girls over. Okay. Let me see what is going on. Jackie is a snake. I don't disagree with that. Jackie's production published. She don't give it. Facts. I will say when she was first on, even though she was doing a lot of producing when she first came on, she did care about some of those women. But after she got, you know, up under, y'all know the anteater, the anteater, Master Splinter. When she got up under her, it was different. Why did Nostrils left? Because she felt like she had just enough to prove her case as to why she didn't want OG there. That's all that was. Jackie did the same thing that use my nicknames. I appreciate that Christian did to her. She did not go to the source. Instead, Jackie took the word. Facts. Tammy was right. Yeah, Tammy was always right. I mean, though Tammy had her ish with her, of course she was right. So now we got Mr. Ed, letting them know that the project is moving along. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. If this is a big ass if this project does come to fruition, I ain't watching it. I'm not gonna sit here and support you, especially when, based off the audio that OG had provided us, you have been nothing but nice mom's the word to her. You lied on her saying in that one scene, OG just cares about herself when she was doing her purse embroideries. Yeah, we clearly see y'all had a long ass conversation where you doing nothing about talking about yourself. Again, fuck these hoes. They're not even whores, they're hoes. And there is a difference. Jackie invites the girls minus OG to go to the other house. And what is interesting in this scene is this whole entire time, okay, Mr. Ed did not want to go to the other house, did not want to go. Now, it's convenient that she went after Shawnee left, but now since it's this whole ploy of let's wrap this thing up, everybody hate OG, we don't like OG, and well, I'd rather be over there with Evelyn than be with OG. So you rather be in a house with someone who then cursed you out, then had somebody slap you in the face, somebody that then threw a drink on you, that then climbed over a table to attempt to attack you, even though we know she ain't got hands, but she did it because she know your ass scary. This same woman that then sat here and excommunicated you from the group, kept you from coming back on the show. Like, you are willing to go over here and sit with somebody that did you dirty, but you can't stay over here with OG when OG ain't did shit the first to you. I would say I'm confused, but I'm not. I always got, you know, something like one person got mad because I call Jennifer Mr. Ed, talking about some, you know, colorism, but you call her Mr. Ed. Last that I checked, I never recall with the institution of racism that calling somebody a horse is racist / colorist, or even calling her a giraffe. Because it's not like I called her a monkey, a simian, any type of primate. Like, not that. Anyway, y'all know people be tripping, people be reaching. I'm done with Jackie. We all are, but again, we because look, let's be honest, nothing really happened last night, so we just sit here, we just talking and shit. Y'all know we family. So we get to the other house, right? And Jackie wanted this reggae feel, and reggae fest, and she's upset because I didn't know that Liza, Malaysia, and Kristen left. You's a motherfucking lie. You knew that from, okay, see, again, it's at this point where I can't even be so invested. And what I mean invested, like just play along with it, because it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. So Furby starts out with talking to Nia like, how you got here? And I'm sitting here like, okay, now, I really try not to be the grammar police. I really try my best not to. But ma'am, Deborah Cox told you how to say it. Okay, she said, how did you get here? We all know the song. Yo, oh, illiterate motherfucker, like how you got here, like, and here's the thing, that shit ain't cute. It ain't cute, but whatever. And then she like, who, what was it through OG? And Nia says, my friend did an interview with OG, mentioned me dating Lance, and wanted to bring me on the show, bring me to the group to talk shit about you, which I refuse to do. Now. You can call. I'm gonna leave that for Bondi. Bondi is the one that I try not to, use other people's stuff. I'm gonna leave that with Bondi. Okay, I'm leaving that with Bondi. But here's the thing: even for those who had never listened to OG's recordings, did y'all catch how in this particular scene, her whole story changed? Because before she was saying, well, OG, you called me, but right here, she's saying something totally different. So even if you never listened to the audio, she couldn't keep her fucking lie straight. And then I believe she did an interview with DJ Richie Sky, still can't keep her lie straight. When OG, what OG has been saying has been consistent. Okay, now, don't call her Fergie. Now we likes a little bit of Fergie. Okay, I see you correcting it, Fergie. I want to say, look, don't do that now. Phoebe was so extra because her storyline fell apart. I'm about to get to that in a second. I really am. Refused to, or did she not get the opportunity? I don't know. Well, see, she said she refused to come on, but OG made it clear that she wasn't trying to bring them on, because that's not what she wanted to do. That had nothing to do with her. And this is why I don't like the Cloud Sisters. Now, let me see. She said that. And then Furby mentions the whole DM. Now, right here, this is when, okay, Furby wants a moment. Now, if y'all recall, Furby's storyline this season was trying to get with this dude that she knew once upon a time. But now your storyline is this, because when she came in the house with Evelyn, I'm being nice calling her Evelyn, but whatever, she didn't even talk. Like, they didn't have a conversation about her getting with old dude. It's, you know, it's funny how that storyline dissolved. We now have this storyline, which this storyline was meant to have happened when they all got there, but it couldn't. And old girl pretty much said, you know, what is it? Okay, Nia said, so you have Furby saying, you not gonna play about my top. Nia says, what is there to play with? And she says he told her that was Furby in the video. I believe he sent it to her. And then she sent it to Furby for confirmation. But my thing is, confirmation for why? It really didn't make no sense. And Furby is lost. I'm lost too. And Nia says that it was a petty moment. He and her were having a petty moment. And now here's the thing. Now she took accountability right then, but then she said, and you know how he is, the mess he does. I'm pretty sure when you dated him, he made you be in positions where you wild out. So rather than just take full accountability, so what you saying is he has the power to sit here and make you do stuff that you didn't want to do. So you a simple-minded hoe. All right. Foolishness, pure foolishness. And it's at this point that they just appear to just let shit go. And mind you, yes, there's probably more footage there, but I don't even think it was just like, so y'all just let it go that quick. So she ain't stalking no more. Oh, y'all let it go because production told y'all, in essence, put a pin in it so we can have this big old reconciliation moment, so we can make it seem as if everybody to reconcile on. Why is not popping up? Uh-oh. Y'all. Okay. Something is going crazy with this. I'm gonna need for those to get their story straight. Maybe there's a sister sound like an idiot. Very much so. Very much the fuck so. So then you got Furby says in her confessional, she gonna let it go because, you know, she don't feel like the sister wanted that energy. Furby, you was the one sitting there looking scared to come at this girl. One thing I will give Nia, though I don't like her, is she for the most part stands in her shit, and she's, you know, she appears to be about that life. Wait, Bonnie said, wait, oh, what? I'm confused. Did I go off whatever? Production said they have 5. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And then you got Furby saying to the girls, you know, Jackie ain't your friend. Now, look, that is the only thing that she didn't say that made sense to me. That is it. That is it. In fact, Jackie ain't nobody friend. Jackie don't know what it is to be a friend, which is why she clings to Doug the way that she does. And some way, somehow, they just make up. And the reality is the issue between them wasn't that long. But at the same exact time, I mean, Jackie made it perfectly clear that you are, you know, a dope fiend, crackhead, Molly Pop, and nincompoop. And she was like, bring your ass around the table. I bet you ain't gonna bring your ass around the table. Anybody got $20 to get this fucking crackhead? You got, yeah, like that shit will always. Oh, I froze for a second. Okay. So it makes sense. Ish happens. It's StreamYard. I don't really care. What is it? Oh, she's moving too fast. Furby needs to sit down somewhere. She very scary. I honestly feel that if CC was there, it would have been a complete. Yeah. But they probably would have tried to go in on CC yet. No, they probably would have tried to reconcile with her because obviously Kristen can't sit here and borrow her fashions no more, and she on the house with her husband's, you know, foster father. So yeah, And then Eva gonna say right then, because again, this is the close off. This is the sender. She wishes nothing bad on Mr. Ed over there, nothing but positivity. and she wishes OG well. Do you? Do you? I swear, production is so hilarious. You wish her well, yet up until this point, you did all this crying and you're mad because you can't slap your puss anymore. Because, like, okay, all right, whatever. So we get to the end of this shit. And then we just gonna talk a little bit of shit, and then I guess we can go about our day so y'all can have y'all stuff, because I can't be on here too long because I know Bondi, either she's going live in an hour or two, maybe. So I don't want too long because I gotta be on my mind, do this. But make sure y'all go to see Bondi for the Bondi Bullshit. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. You really didn't. But thank you so much. Happy hump day to you too. Thank you. Mwah. Woo! Yeah. Hilarious. So now we have the next day. Okay, y'all. So she said 1:30 Central Time. So in an hour and a half, approximately. So again, y'all make sure y'all go over there and support Bondi Blue. All right. Please do. All right. So now we got Jen, OG, and Jackie, OG, and Jennifer. And before we get there, you got the the Double Mint twins talking before this thing happened, like, OG is up if she can hear us, and I was like, why y'all being so secretive? Why y'all being so stuck on stupid? I don't understand. Like, whatever. So Jackie decides to rehash what happened the night before with OG and this whole, okay, I was able to fix things with Furby. Mr. Ed and Evelyn were able to coexist in the same room. Nia and Furby were able to sit here, and put, bury what they had. So if we all were able to have a kumbaya moment, can you? I appreciate Buddy being over here. I do. Hell, because I probably won't be cutting up too much because I got a mod and whatnot. But I might cut up a little bit, do a little light over there. But it's fun. It's good fun. And Jackie feels that these women. So then she says to her, "I don't feel these women are colorists. I don't feel these women are racist." And she said it because she's like, "I want to cover the whole gambit." Okay, all right. And then OG asked if the Crimson Chin's motives were pure, and she was like, "No, they weren't pure." Because I'm not even gonna say in her mind, production, and pretty much told her this is the time for us to turn this shit. And it's so funny how now is the climax when Jen ain't had nothing mean to say in the moments with OG, but now you do. Fuck the confessional shit. And this is the most about it that Jen had got. But again, here's some real shit. If you cool with somebody and they do you dirty, you should be able to go to that person and be like, "Hey, this is how I feel." And based off the energy that OG had this whole entire time, minus how they tried to cut this shit up, OG ain't been nothing but nice, ain't been nothing but pleasant to all these hoes. And again, OG says no, and then OG go back and forth because Jen's like, "Well, you snapped at me," and based on that clip, that wasn't even a snap. All she was saying to her is, "Look, let's be clear. She wasn't noble for coming over here to try to do anything. That is not noble in no way, shape, form, or fashion." And she was also trying to say to Jen, like, "Look, we didn't already beat this dead horse. We already did it. We was in the moment. I don't want to talk about it no more." She ain't get loud with her. She ain't flip no tables. She ain't throw no bottles. She ain't throw no drink. She ain't do none of that. So she ain't even snap on you. But again, you need something to cling to. And then Jen, at this particular point, got loud with OG. And I'm sitting there just like, but I think she got loud with OG because she was trying to bait OG into either being verbally aggressive or being physically aggressive with her. We ain't, because Jen got a whole lot of mouth, but she ain't about that life. She ain't for the shit. And then Jen says that OG has a problem with everybody, and that was the way of making this shit come full circle. Well, you had a problem with everybody in here, Pretty much, and it's the whole thing of if everybody is saying the same thing, if you have a problem with everybody in the room, then it must be you. And she was even saying like those twins, they came in here with a motive. You don't even know them. Why using them as an example? What the fuck? Hold on, where we at? Where we at? Hey. Okay. Oh gosh. And okay, for a minute, I thought I froze again. I'd be like, I got started. So Jen said that, and then Jen pitches for OG to leave. And I'm sitting here like, how you get to say so? When you weren't even supposed to really be on the trip to begin with, that didn't know. Okay, whatever. OG says to Jackie, if you want me to leave, tell me you want me to leave. And rather than say, I want you to leave, she just said it's over. And in that moment, you can see that mess OG head of just like, oh, for real? Like, I thought we were supposed to be friends. Like, you really finna sit here and do me grimy? And again, I understand if you're not having fun, this and the third, why stay there? I get it. But damn it, it's a vacation too. Okay, cool. So now you have Jackie having this breakdown and them calling her, why are you breaking down? Why? See, this was a scheme. Before I say it, who set this scheme up? Because it wasn't Todd. Okay, it's 36 of y'all here. Can y'all let me know who set this scheme up to come to us with the bullshit? Blame this on Todd, not today. Because I don't know if we need to blame production, if we need to blame Vasandria. What had happened? I think the extra Jen is used to abuse because it doesn't make sense that she still wants to be friends with Evelyn and look at all the I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, so okay, wait. What was this? If OG would have walked out, they would say that she abandoned her scene. Good point. You know what? I'll just say that this was a scheme that production and Shawnee came up to come to us with the bullshit. Because again, I'm trying to figure out like, why are you crying? And Jackie tried to make it seem like I have been trying with this girl. No, you haven't. You have literally been production's puppet and saying that, I tried. I did everything that I could. No, you was being a fucking do-girl. That's what the fuck you was doing. Oh wait, wait a minute. How did a idol that came? I'm done with y'all. And before I just sit here and give y'all my closing thoughts, if you will, Noraya, mute ass, go say, this is a sisterhood. I see it. Bitch, how? After 2 days? After 2 days, this is... Y'all see, like, I know y'all really wanted me to just sit here and go smooth the hell off. I'm glad I gave it, a couple, almost 12 hours before coming on here, because y'all know my last review. If y'all didn't see my last review, I was heavily intoxicated. I was already on one, and had I did this video last night, I really would have been on one because I was upset and frustrated. And goodness gracious, a whole lot of messages. So yeah, but let's just say this: I know her reply to a comment last night stating that they will be like, this was a pandemic special. That made me think of South Park, and the Integrity Farms and shit. But she said that and said that season 10 they'll be back to normalcy. Now look, we don't want season 10. I don't think any of us asked. We didn't even ask for season 9, but we damn sure ain't asked for season 10. Now, pretty much everybody that I'm on the panel with, they pretty much said, I ain't doing your review. That's because the Chicago came out of me and all the other stuff, and yeah, that's just kind of sort of what happened. I didn't want to do it again. I didn't want to do it again. Throw this away. Yeah. Now I'll say if they happen, if this is a big, if they happen to come back for a season 10, I'll review it just so I can cuss their ass out. That's it. That's it. That's all. I'm glad you enjoy the review. Mm, 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 mm. So anyway, but that's what's supposed to happen. And even on Twitter, you had Jen and Evelyn, somewhat making up. I just can't. I just can't. But what I will say is I'm very glad at what OG did, even though I know a lot of people saw it as being sneaky, but I don't. We're sitting here, we're shooting a show, and all I'm doing is I'm providing y'all with the footage that was left on the cutting room floor because I knew they were going to sit here and try to paint me out to be a certain way. And the mess is how they did this. Literally, last night episode was pretty much their checkmate to sit here and get OG. And I wasn't here for that. I really wasn't. And then for let's talk about this the sock neck heifer, meaning Jackie Christie. See, there's a special place in hell for you. Special place in hell. Special place. Because you have someone that opened up to you, that has been vulnerable with and around you during this pandemic, because none of y'all hoes are friends, but she thought she built a friendship with you, reached out to you to make sure that you were doing okay, that your family's doing okay. This is what the fuck she did. Okay. And while y'all laughing, look, Jackie neck is like, a tree stump. Y'all know how when y'all, like, when you cut the tree and you see the rings on the stump, and the rings let you know how old the tree is, that's Jackie neck right there. But I'm just saying, like, the fact that you do this to somebody that was actually down for you and cared about you, like, how, like, you do this shit, how and why? And you sitting here believing other people over her. You're sitting here crying because you just told her to leave and you made an executive decision. Bitch, fuck you. And okay, see, I'm going to try to have some decorum about myself before I sit here and go the hell off. I want a season 10 if somehow Jackie ends up giving Shani well, her body go, creak, 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 and she gonna need some oil to do that. This is what Shani meant to say to OG girl. If you don't get with the program, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But that's what Jackie has been on, where she was on the outs with these women, and then when she finally decided she was gonna kiss and suck on Shani's ass, now you in with the Cougars, but they still take jabs at you every chance they get. Yeah, yes, tree ring neck. Yes, yes, I said it. I don't care. I'm trying to be as close to PG as possible because I'm not trying to get my pressure up, y'all. But look how Jackie treated her daughter. Yes. Oh, I'll get there in just a second. Jackie never. You wrong. You wrong. But yeah, but even with that colorist shit, like you say, oh, I'm not a colorist and all this other stuff. And then even in the show, like, I want to learn more about being colorist. But and again, you sitting here want to be up under, Eveline ass. Okay. But she is the same one, along with Shani O'Neal, that set up, read your motherfucking daughter's book on the fucking show. Read it on the show saying that you were cousin. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Laura that actually brought Jackie's daughter Takari on the show to reveal that she was a colorist. And then the other daughter, I don't remember her name because she ain't that damn important. She even mentioned how her mother treated Takari different because of her color and because of her size. So not only are you, fat body shaming sizes, if that's even a fucking word, you are also very colorist, and you only show your lighter complected children, you give them the best of what you got, because not only are they Dougie's children, but because they're also fair skinned, just like your husband. But you see him push your daughter off to the side, but you don't understand colorism, though. You really don't. Okay, all right. Wait, what? Jackie, like, we's not friends no more. They really play in all our faces this season. I said from the beginning that they're it. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, we knew what it was. And again, what was so crazy is I'm trying to figure out how the anteater, needed to leave because everything ain't gelling when nobody brought any of that energy to y'all's house. Y'all brought that energy to Jackie Nim's house. But how is it that your aura and everything is messed up? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Like, I need for Matt Splinter to go the fuck back in the sewers and King with the Ninja Turtles, because as no more. Just go ahead, be out of sight, out of mind. I ain't fucking with you. What happened? Okay, besides OG, okay, whole cast can go to here. I agree. I'm sick of Shawnee's folk. But see, Shawnee, and I'm gonna be nice to say your name, Shawnee. First off, fuck you. Second of all, you are your own worst enemy. You are your own worst enemy. First and foremost, if anybody cared about you, your own personal reality show with your children will still be on the air. If someone really cared about you. And now that you've done, since you pretty much came over to LA, is you've done everything possible within your means to every season push either a product or business that you have. You've done nothing but sully this whole entire brand that you have, because with the previous brand or with the previous Basketball Wives, you allowed the bullying, the negativity, and there were bouts of colorism that existed in, the Miami franchise. You allowed that to happen. And then when it became too much, and when Star Jones sat here and clowned y'all asses, and y'all began to lose advertisement, because that's all the fuck that it was, losing advertisements, you had to go on hiatus while LA was continuing to flourish. And then you felt that the numbers for LA wasn't doing what it needed to do. So not only did you come back, you brought Tammy back to be your little lapdog. And I was upset with Tammy for doing that, but you bring her over to try to save the franchise. And then literally this went from being Basketball Wives LA to being Basketball Wives Miami, with, again, the colorism, the favoritism, with the bullying, all of that, bringing all of that shit back. And what happened is you did not learn your lesson from the previous mistake that you made. And again, history will repeat itself. And see, here's some real shit, y'all. And especially for those of y'all who believe in God. See, God will give you a test. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He will give you a test. And here's the thing: if you pass the test, you'll sometimes be given that test one more again, just to make sure that you learned your lesson. If you ain't learned the lesson, you will continue to repeat that cycle until you find you didn't learn. And then with everything that happened last season, you thought you was all big and mighty because y'all got some of the best ratings that y'all ever had last season. And then you did the stupidest fucking move that you could ever do. As a business person, you get your ass the fuck online and then tell the consumers, us, that we're too heavily invested. And guess what? We had to sit here and show and prove on your monkey ass. I shouldn't say monkey, even though that is a phrase. I shouldn't say monkey, because then somebody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're being colorist. My bad. I'm sorry. With your anteater, with your motherfucking Master Splinter type, with your old big ass nostrils looking ass motherfucking self. And for those of y'all who know Pokemon shit, she reminds me of motherfucking Nose-Pad / Probopaz, as if you know it. I ain't got the clip I ain't got the picture to show you, but if you know. And now you're sitting here trying to do fucking damage control. And then, of course, you are supposed to be the head representative. There was an issue with one of your what's the word I'm looking for? Employees. Rather than approach her, you don't approach her. You want to segregate her. You want to be very colorist towards her. You want to sit here and label her as aggressive, and never on camera have you labeled any of the other women who were being aggressive as aggressive. Just as, you know what? I think y'all know where I'm going with this. But we showed and proved that we didn't care. And here's the funny part. Every week, your numbers have been going down. And people have been coming to us, the reviewers, to sit here and give y'all the best that we got. So the views y'all ain't getting, we getting. That's all it is. Let me read some of these right quick. Wasn't Shani supposed to sit down with OG? I thought she was. She was, but she did everything she could not to do it. And I actually thought they did sit down by how they splashed the shit up, but it didn't happen. Can you build somewhere? Crockett. I would be too. I hope Susie and Royce over there laughing. Shani is exactly, but see, Shani is one of those people where you don't have the personality to carry your show, so your support cast needs to sit here and be that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. What else we got? Shani literally lets Evelyn run the franchise. Well, let her run into the ground. Hope she decided to nope, she decided to do a PR stunt to a mark. And I wouldn't have. The only reason that happened because again, I saw this shit for what it was. They had already filmed the reunion before they really got all the backlash, and that backlash really came with the cash trip. And it was at that moment that production told her, you need to make this shit right. And rather than bring on OG, and here's the thing, they could have had Mark Lamont Hill as a mediator, but why not have OG there? Because this was an opportune time to go ahead, hash it out, kill it, and y'all could have got back to normalcy with this show, but you didn't. But let me see exactly. I hope. All right. I never thought Evelyn Tostada was that cute. She looked like damn. Okay, well just go ahead and reach from the clouds and read it as I see what we're doing. That was crazy. Her reptilian. Yes, Master Splinter. Yes. Again, her with it. Look, I challenge y'all to do this. When y'all when y'all get done with this on your phones, type in Pokemon and either Pro Bow Pass or Nose Pass. And tell me that's not Shani. Is Houston still a thing? I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But even if it is a thing, I don't really foresee anyone watching it, especially if you have Master Splinter sitting here trying to, gather the girls just to do it. I don't see it. Shani looks like a. Let's not disrespect the hot dogs now. Come on now. Let's put some respect on the hot dog. I like how nobody on the show acknowledged Evelyn calling Lane in their defense. The reason that they didn't do it is because of the simple fact she had already went, I believe, online and apologized to CC for that BS because she knew what it was. And again, it's funny how you are quick to apologize as a Latin/Hispanic American. I'm sorry, no, as a Puerto Rican American woman, you were quick to apologize to an Asian American woman, but you apologize to this African American woman for what the hell you did. And right quick, for those who don't understand the massage beauty parlor stuff, the reason that was such a big thing is there is a bit of a stereotype that if you go to a massage parlor that has Asian Americans or just Asians in there, because you have some people that aren't American, but they are from some part of Asia, came here, they tend to offer other stuff in addition to the massage. So when she says that she was giving happy endings to her clients, that literally was a stereotypical racist analogy to use and put on this woman. So not only did you do that, you called her Ling Ling. So it's because of those two things. Yes, she went ahead and made sure she cleaned that shit up right quick. But you can't do that shit for OG, man. Fuck you. OG is the problem. Is the problem. OG's lost every friend she's ever made on the show except for CC, and that's because she's not there. I'm not going to agree that OG problem. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I can see what you mean, but I'm not going to agree. And the reason that she's not friends with everybody on the show is because production made it that way. And if you haven't listened to the audio, you can go to iHeart OG on her Instagram, and she has it all there. You see, she's been known as yep, okay. And okay, so let's be very clear. She did call her Eveline. There was nothing that was prejudice. There was nothing that was racist. There was nothing of that sort when she Eveline. Because not only was she being evil, she was sitting here doing her best to talk down and mistreat Cece because she thought that Cece was weak. And then Evelyn said, okay, Ling Ling. But before that, she said the whole thing about giving happy endings. But then to call her Ling Ling, and again, Cece like, what's Ling Ling? And then when Malay's like, oh, it's the nail shop girl. And the fact that nobody checked her because of that. And right after that, what did Cece say? Oh, so it's racist. So just you a name, the first thing you go to is to use a prejudice, racist, stereotypical name to address somebody else. I'm sorry, I'm not subscribing to that. I'm not. Cece called Evelyn names because Evelyn insinuated exactly. The other ladies weren't OG's friends. Yeah, the only friend she really had was Cece. Fortunately, none of those friends though. Facts. They're literally just co-workers. That's all that they are. The actual friend OG made were Tammy and Cece. I forgot about Tammy, but yes, Tammy has been a friend to her. Yes, and I think the reason she came on recording everything this season is probably because Tammy told her to protect yourself. Tammy didn't lose every friend she made. Her and Cece still friends. Still friends. That person just wants someone. I know, and I gave them a little like I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna sit here and cuss that person out. I'm not, but apparently, look, that's either a Evelyn stan or that's probably Evelyn herself. So whatever, fuck them. I know it's a troll, and here's the thing: I don't have moderators because again, I don't really do lives and shit, so it doesn't matter. Whatever, you're there, and if I want to, when this is over, I'll just go back and probably block them if I want to. I don't know. They did to OG the same thing white folks do to black folks in the workforce, antagonize and act like we're the problem when we react. This ain't new. Yeah. And the thing is, they really wanted her. They really wanted her to act a fool this season, and she never gave it to him. And for those who listen to the audio, when she and the Doublemint twins got into it and they escalated, they couldn't splice it and show it because it would have messed up everything because there's a lot that was left on the cut, that was a lot left to be desired. OG is still good. I know. Evelyn saw that with the references to giving happy endings. That was racist. Exactly. And I've explained. Hold on, wait, what happened? Hold on, wait. Because I feel that. Hold on. All right. Now I don't feel like going back and watching that piece. But here's one thing that I'm going to say. The fact that it happened and Evelyn did participate in it. If that happened, it is your responsibility as a person to sit here and check somebody. Because if I'm with some friends and one of them make a real horrible statement about a European American or European American people, I'm going to check them because no, that is very insensitive. Right there, you went too far. Or if they do that about a Dominican American person or another ethnicity, period, or another demographic or another religion or nationality, I'm going to check that person because no, that ain't cool. But when you sit here and you laugh at it and you join in on it, then yes, you are complicit with it. And she did play into it. So I'm just going to leave it there because what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to sit here and I'm going to disrespect you. And I'm trying my best not to do that. I'm trying to keep it very, very handsome. Okay. I'm just trying to keep it that way. All right. So yeah. Thank you, Scotty. I didn't know you were here, but I appreciate you. Yeah. He making his rounds. Oh, snap. And I hate when this stuff moves so fast. Jennifer and they were both responsible for the CC mess. Please don't. Oh, guys, I know they're crazy. They're crazy. Evelyn is intimidated by anyone. She has some decorum by themselves. And not only that, she's also intimidated by women who not only have decorum, not only, you know, have the wherewithal to be able to speak eloquently, having to sit here and throw stuff. She's also intimidated by people who are self-made. Because, yeah, you really finna be mad. Because here's the thing. I believe her shoe line was Dolce. Scotty, if you hear, I believe her shoe store was Dolce. Where the fuck is that? I think that, and one of them did lip gloss and earrings and whatnot. But where's your business? It's not there. But you have this woman who is clearly doing for herself. She has her own business. Stop playing with me. And you know what? I'm sorry because I actually passed this. Tabitha, thank you. I'm so you didn't have to do it, but I appreciate it. So glad that you are continuing to recap the show because I can't stand. But I do know what's going on. Again, I'm just as invested as so many other people that have watched this show. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I'm sorry. All right, I already showed that. Evelyn's intimidated by anyone. Oh, no, I already showed that. My bad. Sorry. Those of us in the chat that are about that, like, we don't need a wrench to I might have to start giving y'all riches. Seriously. Right, I'm not going to sit and co-sign racism. Exactly. Oh, what's up, really be? Hey, love. Hey. I probably should have showed that. Might be. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm here for y'all review. All right. Let's see. What's this? Even if there wasn't a racist issue at all, there is still a bullying issue. Facts. You've grown a lot over the years as a content creator. Just, oh, that's nice. Oh, look at y'all showing love. I appreciate y'all doing that. The only thing, you know what? I should have read that before I put it up here. I should not look. No. Look, I'm being honest. I believe Jen, who was doing lip gloss, and maybe somebody was doing earrings. I wouldn't even say it to be. I'm just being honest. I am being honest. The serial. Oh, sugar. We still glossed over that OG had to sit in a different. I didn't gloss over it. I didn't, but okay. One second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. And Scotty just said Jen was doing the lip gloss. I had to put some lip balm on my lips because I ain't trying to have chapped lips like Jen dusty ass. But even with that, yes, that was like with them putting her on that other stage. Definitely colorism. Definitely. We don't even have to argue that. But the thing is, everything that led up to that, because one thing that Shaunie will do is Shaunie will sit here and get the girls to sit here and say what she wants them to say, do what she wants them to do. Because with Royce, because she couldn't get Royce off the show, what did she do? Told the ladies, do not film with her. And because there wasn't enough scenes with her, she was off the show. Did the same thing with Brandy when Brandy sat here and told her, you are acting like a bitch. And she couldn't take that bit of criticism. So what happened? Told them yet again, do not film with this person. It's all the same thing. So with this season, well, not this season, but last season, it was her rallying the girls to say that OG is aggressive. And OG has this aggression and constantly saying buzzword to get everybody to feel a certain way. And I wasn't here for it. It wasn't cool. And then when we got to when they were in, I forget where they were, but when they went on their cash trip and she flung Evelyn to keep her from attacking Cece, but they were trying to do that. And there was even a moment that Evelyn was trying to come at OG, and you heard her trying to say, no, not with OG, trying to sit here and paint her to be this angry African-American woman. I wasn't here for it. But at the same exact time, when you have OG that is not even featuring these women, they're at the hot springs, and now you have Evelyn, who is supposed to have all this issue with her. Now you want to sit here and say, no, I have these receipts, because she want to sit here and use my abuser against me. Yet you contacted your abuser, went to a Kinko's to print off all of your notes, and sit here and come at her, and then you went to go find her out. But that's not aggressive. And then when she checked your ass to let you know, low key, while you was messing with him, he was trying to get with me and said, I deal with somebody, but that's it. But we don't want to sit here and paint Evelyn to be how she. And here's the thing: if OG want to say every chance you get, I will break your jaw, I will whoop your ass. And granted, that is a threat, but guess what? Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. And then when you get to the reunion, you want to sit here and be like, yeah, because OG put you mad because she was trying to get to somebody that you got pushed, but you not mad that your friend took a whole motherfucker. This is Jameson, just to let y'all know. I'm not affiliated. I just want to let y'all know, with some good whiskey. But she took a whole bottle and chucked it, and it smooth went past your motherfucking head. But you want to sit here and call her to be aggressive. OG ain't never said it, besides grabbing Evelyn's arm and shooing her off because she was trying to attack another cast member. Other than that, OG has not physically shown any bouts of being aggressive. And with all the other women that have, you, Shaunie O'Neal, have allowed them to sit on the main stage and did not segregate none of them, because when Malaysia threw a table, she still sat there. They do nothing about that. When Evelyn did everything that Evelyn has done, because I'm not going to sit here and run this down because she's already been ran down enough, you let her stay there. When Tammy did what she did, and I love me some Tammy, but Tammy did some fuck shit too, you let her stay there. All the women that have physically been aggressive have been on the main stage, but you have OG that has not physically been aggressive towards anybody, yet you move her off. If y'all cannot see the colorism in that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And if you don't want to say that, cool, it's bullying. But there was also some colorism with that, because this is the only Nigerian. I used to say Nigerian American, but I listened to the audio. She actually said that she's from Nigeria. So you have this Nigerian that you just sat here and put off on another stage, but you have not had any other person, whether they were African American or otherwise. Fuck you. Let me get back to these comments. I'm sorry. I just since I believe it was CC Freak that I mentioned that was it. So I just had to mention that right quick. A lot of us were watching the show when we were in our early 20s, late teens. We did. She did, but you got a Dragon Breath. I ain't messing with you. Why was Jen doing the fuck? Next comment. How did that work for Shaunie with less than 500? I don't know. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think last week's episode was only 200,000 views. So I don't know. Jen should have been. Y'all ain't shit. But I love you. I love y'all. Hold on. I kind of think OG went on a kamikaze mission to ruin the show inside out. I part of me believes that, but I also believe that for OG, it was just, I'm gonna have this as a backup. And when we get to this season, if they don't show enough, or if they try to pay me out to be something crazy, I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna just spill all the tea. And I'm here for it. You late to the live? Yeah, it's okay. You can always catch the playback. We've been here for right now. We just running down. I already did the review. We just running down on. That's all. I have died. Big ass. I'm gonna give it to LaQuisha Ghetto Compton. As you know, I said it wrong. My bad, Terrence. How they say it? Yeah, I can't remember right now. But yeah, that's able. Shaunie proves she has a hostile work. She does, and even with that producer yelling at the women, very hostile. Yeah, that she did. I'm so mad. What's funny is Brandy is now. Are you serious? Seriously? I guess I ain't fucking with Brandy ass no more. You guys have to realize OG is currently in law school. She been letting him know. I'm trying to understand why Jen and Jackie will believe two. Exactly. Why was OG playing the game? Unfortunately, resulting in a bunch of flip up. Yeah. Y'all not for the layoff. Y'all gonna keep y'all foot on Mr. Ed's neck, but I'm here for it. They gonna put in a contract next time, no recording conversations. I mean, they can still record it. It's just if we host it, but here's the reality. Even though she recorded, you know, all of that was still there. But I get what you're saying. LaQuisha Whitaker, thank you. I could not even. I'm like, how did he say it? Shani ruins everything. I can't with the show anymore. I think we're on agreement on that. I really do. And you know, and here's the reality. And I do want to be honest when I say this. As much like part of me doesn't want the show canceled. Not because I enjoy it, because I don't, but because this is an African American woman who is providing opportunities for other African American and other minority women to have a platform to get on, act a plump fool, and she get paid off of it, but they get to be put out there to where they can have other opportunities to, you know, really make a name for themselves. So the fact that Shani is so fucking stupid, like not only did you fuck up your bag, which that's the only bag you care about, you've pretty much just fucked up everybody else's bag. And I'm not for like, I'm trying to figure out like how is the best way to put it. As much as I hate the show, I just hate the fact that you do have some people that probably were depending on this check, need the check or whatever, that they're going to be without a job or whatever. But again, fuck Shawty. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. And is it Jen loves getting abused? Yup. Again, if Jen... Okay, DC is on one today. Her car is currently snatched along with... You know the fuck what? I am not doing this with y'all today. Yep, on OG, they up to something. They'll probably try to have another season without OG, bring Brandy, the dark-skinned girl, back to prove that. Again, if it comes back, I'll watch it, but it'll be just to sit here and run down on them. That's it. They need someone to bully next season. Otherwise, they're just going to kiss on it. Yeah. I think before the pandemic, bro, Ashley Banks was supposed to. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think she nor OG was supposed to come back. But once the pandemic really broke out, it was just, well, we need something to film, and they actually have a storyline. This show is messing on the way of controlling people. Facts. I can't stand y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all really running down on Jen. Again, I said y'all. I can't. I mean, but you know what? But honestly, that was it. I truly could not stand the fact that literally production spent this whole season just doing their best to discredit OG so they can get past the colorism, racism issue and move the hell on. And the fact that she had already had conversations with these women in length about what color, not because what they showed is they tried to make it seem as if she did not know what colorism was, even though she wasn't giving, you know, scenario like examples of scenarios, but they really try to play her, in the words of Bonnie Blue, like a soybean burger bitch. And I ain't like that. And it was clear that is all that they were trying to do. There was no understanding. There was no none of that. And yeah, to all of them, fuck you. So I'm gonna read a few more comments and then we just go I'm gonna let y'all go so y'all can get ready to see Bondi in I think like what 45 minutes ish. The show could have been a teachable moment for everybody by bringing someone to speak to all of them and at least apologize. Yeah. And you know what, even with the whole apology thing, they could have easily given a blanket apology and it could have went from there where it's just like, I didn't know what I was doing was, you know, perpetuating colorism. I apologize for the part that I played. That was never my intention. Moving forward, if you ever see me or hear me say or do something that is colors, can you please in the moment bring it to my attention so I can autocorrect myself, because that is not me and that is not how I am trying to come off. That's less than a minute. And we could have been done with it. I didn't even watch last night's show. I mean, it wasn't nothing to write home about. It wasn't. Do you know how good it would be? I'm sorry, would have been for a scene with OG and Shani. No, because Shawnee does not have the ability, the band with the aptitude, the conversation, and she would have just been looking stupid on camera, which is why she sent her do girls. Thank you for thank you for being here. I wasn't expecting to be on here this long. I really wasn't. Well, OG and Jackie still follow each other, so I assume they had a convo or something. Possibly, but you know what? But you have some people that really don't care about social media like that. Like, look, I have social media, obviously. I don't even be on all my social medias like that. So I don't really be that invested. And I might still be following somebody that I probably shouldn't be following right now. It's just one of those where social media is out of sight, out of mind for me, unless I'm really doing something. I don't really care that much. So, meh. But yes, y'all, that's all that I have. If I didn't go in the way that y'all wanted me to, I apologize. But again, y'all still have Bonnie Blue to go watch her live that she did last night. But before y'all watch it, just make sure you can watch it now and then go see her after this, because she'll be going live in a little bit. Y'all can see Jay Lee, y'all can see Scotty, yeah, y'all can see Terrence. Yeah. I mean, he back on the good side. It took him forever and a day, and he wait till the fourth watch of the night to come around and see the light. But in the words of Riley Burns, better late than never is what they say. So stupid. I'm so stupid. Time to go. Well, I do have to cook something, but again, y'all gonna stop fucking playing with me. Stop it. I feel like Shani and Jen made a second job. Yeah. Yeah, but it was a good review. Y'all be playing. I don't see the light. I wasn't even talking about you. See, there you go. Put yourself out there. All right, y'all. So before I go, so just to let y'all kind of know what is going on over here. Today is Wednesday. So tonight I will be doing a live review for Housewives of New Jersey. Tomorrow at 5:30 Central Time, I'll be on Really Be TV's channel with her and Lil Baby. We'll be doing a review of New Jersey, but over there on her channel. And then later that night at 8:00 p.m., I will be on Scotty by Nature TV channel where we will be having a colorism panel to talk about not just what we've seen on Basketball Wives, but just colorism in general, having a nice deep discussion. I won't be up there the whole time. I'm more of a placeholder for somebody, but hopefully I'll be able to say some good things. And I think that's it. And yeah, and other than that, I'll be spending Friday on through getting ready. I'm getting ready for Passover right now, because Passover literally starts Saturday night, and then Sunday is my mom's birthday. So in addition to me here, I'll be downstairs, cooking for her and all this other stuff. So I will be busy. And once Passover is over, I should be able to get back to all of my reviews, because getting ready for Passover, it is a bit of a process. It is a bit of a process. So let me read a few more comments, and that's it, you guys. I think you cussed him out. I believe I did too, but again, I was very much under the influence. Sheila, Lord have mercy. I came with y'all. Thank you, y'all. Real. See you. I'll be over there very, very shortly. I'm actually about to, because I ain't ate yet, so I'm about to cook me some brunch, and then I'll be ready for that. God, I just got back from the dentist, and this Chad came in talking about he can't wear a mask, and I'm gonna just let that go, but I'm gonna just set up a prayer for y'all a little bit later. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you not only on Bonnie Blue's channel, where I'll be moderating. I will see you guys back tonight on this channel for my Real Housewives of New Jersey review. Until then, I'll see you all later. Peace out.